from that lifestyle. You can, but you can't draw nobody if you out there doing all the crazy stuff. You can't be a leader. That's false leadership. That's false leadership, because that type of leadership is only going to lead you two places, like we said, in jail or in the graveyard.
That's right.
Either way. And I'm glad you said that, because say for instance, I know you don't like meat, you don't like steak, and we go out to eat. If I sit there and eat steak in front of you, that's being disrespectful to you.
That's right.
Right or wrong. So if I say I'm trying to win you over to leadership and try to teach you certain things, and I'm not saying that we all like the same things, but if I'm trying to mentor you, there are certain things I know you don't like, certain things I ain't gonna do in your presence, because that's not going to give me a how can I put it? That's not going to give me good credibility in your life.
It's like you're gonna lose your witness.
That's right. My testimony is dead. It's dead, because if I'm doing something, I'm trying to tell you to do something, I'm not doing it, and I offend you, then my testimony is dead. Good God from Zion. Let's go down to number 2, brother. Matter of fact, let's go down to the latter part of B, brother Dwight, and B under forbidden. Go down to B real quick and go through that, and then we go to number 2.
There are 2
prohibitions.
Prohibition concerning the disfiguring of the body. First, the cutting of the flesh, bloodletting, and second, tattoo and printing any marks. Bloodletting was a common practice among the heathen. Leviticus 21:5 and Deuteronomy 14:1.
Yes.
1 Kings 18:28.
Yes.
In our text, that bloodletting and tattooing are associated with the dead.
Yes, that's right.
Second name in Revelation 6:8 is death.
That's right.
For he is the author of death, and he has a mark.
That's
Revelation 13, he has a mark. For he is an author of death, and he has a mark.
And what mark is that, brother?
Mark of the beast.
And what number is that?
6.
666. It marked in the middle of his head.
And this, I guess, expound on that point. This a mark in general. But what else? We still can be delivered, but at the same time, when
yes.
you have that mark, you still going into that category.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
What he want you to mark yourself to let you know that you sold yourself out to him.
There you take it. You got, boy, you hitting on it right there. But that's it. He wants you to be recognized as being a servant of, just like you said, of him.
That's why when people see a whole lot of people with tattoos, they automatically think negative of you.
Yeah, because it's pagan worship, and they don't even know that it's pagan worship. They don't even know that. They just think that it's cool. It's cool. I want to get tattooed. And you see him. I see him on the basketball court. I remember when coming up in the 60s and 70s, man, basketball players, they would not be seen with that kind of stuff on their bodies. Yeah. Only people that rode in motorcycle gangs and things of that nature had that stuff. You didn't see that around, but not, like I told you before, once there's a crack and you let the enemy come in, he gonna blow it wide open. Now look what happened now.
That's
All
right.
right. Let's go down to the middle part. I'm gonna read this, and then I want you to go to number 2, and we're gonna get through this because we roll a little behind tonight. The most popular term, most popular tattoo is the Grim Reaper. If you go to if you look at a tattoo parlor, they do tattoos and they do what? Piercings. They all together. Cutting of the skin and tattooing all go together. And it says here, the most popular tattoo is the Grim Reaper. Satan is the real master tattooer. And he is. All of this is the opposite of God's kingdom. Jesus Christ is the light. The Christian should not be caught dead in a tattoo shop where death is glorified. Because that's what's in the tattoo shop. You got more things talk about death and tattoos in a tattoo shop than you see anywhere else. You got skulls. You got everything when it comes to death. It's in that tattoo shop, ain't it?
That's right.
Why is that?
That's a ring. That's his operating.
That's right.
That's what say operating.
That's right. In the tattoo shop. Because that's what just like you said about the mark. That mark is there in the tattoo shop to let them know, and people don't even understand that those marks of the devil.
Which is the spirit.
That's right.
I know I listened to T.D. Jakes yesterday. He was saying that the spirit is not interested in you, he is interested in the territory.
That's right. That's right.
And
that's right.
Think about it, he said that spirit is on you. It didn't come specifically for you. This came jumping out from generation.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And so far as with tattoo, that's just a spirit or generation.
That's right.
That spirit or tattooing or that curse is not focused on the individual.
That's right.
Focus on the territory.
There you go.
Everybody.
That's right. Absolutely right. That's right. There you go. You got it now. All right, let's go to number 2, brother.
Tattooing is a pagan practice.
That's right.
It is a pagan practice and has long been associated with idolatry and sensual pleasure.
There you go.
Pagan abused their bodies and worshiping their gods.
There, stop right there. Their gods, not the God, but their gods. Anything can be a god. That TV can be a god if you want to be.
They said their gods with an S.
With an S, more than one. That's right. That's right. The table can be a god. Anything you want to look at and worship, you can do that. It can be your god.
That's right.
Anything. All right. Let's go down to the latter part of that, where it says in satanic worship, right down in A, down the bottom. In satanic worship down here,
And
right underneath
in
the
satanic worship, there are a lot of rituals whereby bodily piercing and tattooing are used to produce an identification
Here
with
we
a
go.
certain tribe
Yes.
or clan,
Yes.
or to signify patches at a certain stage of life, or
Yes.
to signify sexuality, class, power, and
masculinity. There he goes back to
And
that.
it goes back to what we just said with
Uh-huh.
Revelation. The beast, the Satan he represents death.
Yes,
and
that's
he
right.
has a
That's
mark.
right. He has a mark.
So
That's
that
right.
let anybody who has a mark let them know for us as what formality or identification
Mhm,
they represent. Because
That's right.
when you have a mark on your body, automatically people ain't gonna think of you all as a godly person.
That's
They don't
right.
think about
Of course
They
not.
don't think like, oh, that's the devil.
That's right. It is. That's what it is. It is a pagan worship. That's right. All right. You get it. You hit it right there on the mark. Brother. All right. Let's go down to number 3. And we know what this is already. We can shoot off the cuff on this one.
Tattoo is a sign of rebellion.
There it is. Rebelling against who?
God.
God.
They say they're thinking they're doing it to man, but they're actually doing it to God.
They're doing it to God. They're rebelling against him because they want to glorify their own bodies and bring attention to them.
Yeah.
You see? And that's,
People to worship them,
Yeah.
to serve them.
there you go.
But
They,
Jesus didn't-
there
Jesus
you
said, I
go.
didn't come to be served.
Served.
So they're letting us know
That's
that
right.
we shouldn't come to be served. We
That's
should
right.
come to serve.
That's
When
right.
you come to serve,
That's right.
to be served, you
That's
don't
right.
take away the glory from God.
That's right. That's right. And I'm going to say this again to you on YouTube. We're not here to downplay those that have tattoos and body modification because some of those have come to Christ. Yeah, well, that's all right, but as long as you don't practice that no more, you put that away. You know, but what we do is we're not downgrading you and talking down to you, but we're letting you know we still love you, but you need to get away from that practice because that is a practice of paganism and Satan and satanic worship.
You say my people perish
For lack of knowledge. That's right.
So a lot of stuff we do because people YouTube because we just didn't know.
Yeah.
But then that we have the information, we dig it deep because
That's
church
right.
is really not doing it.
There you go.
So now that we have this information, we
Yeah.
understand why because I always had a concept.
Uh-huh.
I always heard don't get a tattoo because God don't like it, but
Mhm.
they never
They
went
deep
deep into it.
yeah.
Or why not get
Yeah.
a tattoo
Yeah.
or
Yeah. They can
things
explain
like
it.
that, or cut
Yeah.
it. But now when you go really deep into it,
Yes.
you really get more clarity about it,
Yeah.
and you start to understand
Yeah.
the signal that is sending to other people.
Yes, that's right.
Or to your God, or
That's
what
right.
tattoo
That's
is.
right. That's right.
God ain't saying that it's bad for as per se, but he's saying it's bad because it takes away the glory.
That's
or,
right.
Or then sending something to him that you don't care about.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's disrespectful. That's right. All right, number 4.
Tattooing is dangerous.
That's right. And it can be dangerous because you know people can use the same needles. And I never been in a tattoo shop. Never been. I ain't never had a tattoo. I had never had a desire. But the point of it is you can use those needles, and those needles can bring blood-borne pathogens of getting hepatitis,
That's right.
B, C,
Anything.
HIV.
That's right.
Can get that stuff from passing those needles around. And did you know that American Red Cross, I used to work for it, when you go to give blood, they're going to ask you a question, have you had a tattoo within the last 2 or 3 months? And you say yes, you cannot give blood for at least a year. It's a reason, because it's a health risk.
That's right.
And anything you dealing with, you don't know where those needles going. This is like shooting up drugs with somebody, shooting up needles and passing needles to somebody else. Same thing.
Same thing.
It's dangerous.
Same thing.
Yeah, and I used to know people. I used to know people that that I know when they used to pierce ears. I remember back in the 70s when they used to pierce ears, or even in jail, they used to take little needles and get it real hot, and they put and that's how they made a tattoo with a little needle. Yeah, and that can be part of being dangerous as well because that needle that you stick into that person's blood and stuff like that can be passed on to somebody else. Crazy stuff, man. All right.
Tattoo is defiling the body.
We just talked about that. There it is, defiling your body. Because we got to understand that you have to understand out, and you that are watching this broadcast tonight, that you're defiling your body because your body does not belong to you. You say, well, my body, I can do whatever. No, you cannot. Either you're going to destroy yourself by doing these things, or you're going to give God the glorification. And we talked about this in the beginning. Right. It's your choice. It's your choice. We live in a country nowadays that is so obese because we eat anything and everything.
That's right.
We don't care. But then we wonder why we suffer with high blood pressure, we suffer with diabetes, we try to lose weight because you're eating all the wrong foods. You're defiling the body. You're defiling it. And it's not yours to destroy. But God asked you to present your body as a living sacrifice unto Him, which is your reasonable service. That's what you read in Romans 12:1. That's what it says. But you're not doing that because now, if you trying to tell somebody to lose weight and you ain't lost the weight, you cannot be a witness to them. You got to keep your mouth shut. You see, so that way you have already lost a witness, right? You have already lost somebody to win somebody because you can't even talk on that now.
No.
There it is. All right. What's the next one, brother?
Tattoo is contrary to Christianity.
There it is. This plain and simple. We already talked about it. We ain't got to say no more. And then number 7. This is very important here.
Tattoo would be regretted.
Oh, tattoos. Why would you think tattoos would be regretted once you learn the truth about it?
Because once you learn the truth about it and you learn all the scenarios about it, you will start thinking twice. Like I was saying all this signal to God that one, I didn't care about His will or Him.
Yeah.
Or I didn't care about myself. Or really didn't care about myself, really love myself.
Yeah.
So you start to get this regretful feeling like I should have got it. Because of the signal that it's sending, especially when they let you know that you fall under the category with the mark of the beast.
There you go.
The devil,
that's right.
He has a mark, and when you have a mark,
you have a mark. Yep.
It's letting you know you're in that category
that's
with
right.
Him until God really deliver you.
That's right,
from
sir.
that format.
That's right, there. That's right. Let's go through these real quick. I'm gonna read the top part, brother. I want you to go through them real quick. The percentage of some people who have gotten tattoos then regretted it for the rest of their lives. I'm gonna read the top part, brother White, and I'm gonna let you roll through the rest of them. 1/2 of those without a tattoo, 54%, do believe that someone with one is more rebellious, almost the same as those who thought this in 2003, which is 57%, and over 1/3, 36% of those with a tattoo say having it makes them feel more rebellious. There it is right there. 1/3 of those without tattoo, 32% say people with tattoos are more likely to do something most people would consider deviant. Those with a tattoo may think it makes them look attractive. There it is again, Brother Dwight. But actually, those people without a tattoo do not agree, as just under half, 47%, say people with tattoos are less attractive. Up to 42% who fell this way in 2003, and 2 in 5, or 39% of those without one say people with a tattoo are less sexy. We just talked about the perception, how people we perceive you. About 1/4 of those without tattoos say those with tattoos are less intelligent, 27%, and then less healthy, 25%. So let's go through the percentages here on people that have regretted this for the rest of their lives.
And the percentage of people who regretted tattoos for the rest of their lives, 20% too young when I got the tattoo.
Yes, ignorant.
19% permanent mark for life.
Yes.
18% don't like it.
Yes.
16% they fade over time.
Yes.
12% location, too hard to hide. That's right. 11% poor choice, picked the wrong tattoo.
Yes.
10% was stupid, dumb thing to do.
Yes. That's right.
9% poorly done, doesn't look professional.
Yes.
7% costs too much to remove.
Yes, that's right.
7% ugly, doesn't look good. 3% personality change, it doesn't fit my present or lifestyle at this present moment. And 5% other. Okay.
Let's go down to the bottom part, Brother Dwayne, then we're going to close it out about 8 more minutes. Any action that we take.
Any action we take is designed to fulfill a need or desire.
Yes.
For what reason are you considering getting that tattoo?
That's a good question to answer. Why are you considering to get a tattoo? Those that are listening, listen to Brother Dwight, see what he says.
1, to look like someone you respect. to make yourself stand out from the crowd,
Yes.
to make your body look better,
Mm-hmm.
to show bravery, having done something that others fear doing,
Mm-hmm.
to show others that you are willing to break rules and tradition,
Yes.
to show that you make decisions that are different than your parents,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to show that you are a man, woman, and no longer a boy or girl.
Yeah. Praise be to God. Praise be to God. And those last couple there?
For boys, this is the role that the bird is supposed to play,
Mm-hmm.
to attract a mate,
Yes.
to market to others that you are a Christian if you use a Christian symbol,
Oh, see that?
to scare others away from causing you problems,
Okay.
to improve a poor self-image,
Yes, very
to
important.
shock people.
Yeah, so all those are definite things on why we consider getting tattoos.
That's right.
But all those reasons are not the reason to get a tattoo.
That's right.
You shouldn't even consider getting it anyway. But these are the perceptions that we see, and we feel that if we do these, then we'll be accepted
That's right.
in these particular areas
That's
through
right.
others. Exactly right. Exactly right. All right, let's go to this last thing here. Let's go here. Hating wisdom, loving death. We're gonna read this the first part, and then we're gonna go down off our bodies to God, and then that's gonna be it for the night, sir.
Okay. Not all bad
Bod mod or body modifiers. That's what bod mod means.
okay, folks are Christians
Mm-hmm.
who just need a gentle correction. Many are anti-Christians
Mhm.
who need to leave darkness and death in order to find light and light.
Yes.
Many transgenders who helped me repopularize body modification, hate biblical Christianity,
Yes.
and love paganism.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some hate God's creation of male and female and prefer gender blender modification.
Yes.
Some even hate good health and love pain
That's right.
for its own sake.
That's right. Absolutely. So what does that mean to you? What you just read there?
Basically, some people just despise the whole formality of what God
Yes.
does and
Yes.
His whole point of creation.
Yeah, yeah, because what it does, it feels that it conforms them, not conforms them, but it hems them in and they can't be free to be who they are. So they feel, well, being a Christian or believing in God is too many restrictions. I can't go out and have a good time. You can have a good time if you are a Christian. You ain't got to drink and act like a fool. There's certain things you can do, but you see what it is in life is you got to learn how to set a standard. Set a standard in life and stick by that standard. But if you always compromising, always trying to blend in, or always trying to be accepted, you ain't gonna stand for anything. So people cannot respect you in what you try. If you start saying, well, I'm this, I'm that, people are not going to believe you because you ain't set no standard in your life. And if you don't have no standard, then nobody is going to stand up for you. Plain and simple.
That's right.
Set a standard and stick with it. Whether you got people that's going to believe in you or going to stick by you, like I always told you before, Brother Dwight, I'd rather have somebody, I don't care if you like me or not, but you're going to respect me for what I'm doing.
That's right.
And that's all that matters. So if you're going to conform to all what people are saying to do, then you ain't going to never have you're never going to be successful in life at all. Let's go down to the latter part right here in the middle by nowadays.
But nowadays, rather than going beyond childish fantasy, adults indulge those fantasies.
Yes.
They get contact lenses that change their eye colors,
That's
dyes that change their hair color, tattoos that make them look more like a billboard than
That's
a
right.
human, piercing that make them look like their favorite famous
Pagans. That's right.
plastic surgery to rearrange their face and shape. Men wear earrings as only women did a few years ago. Women chose hairstyles and clothing to resemble men.
That's right.
Cross-dressing pop stars are adored by millions, and some people get sex change operation to alter their gender entirely.
What is that for you right there, brother?
Same thing like the first example. Some people they really just don't care, so they just do what they want to do.
Yeah, glorify their body because they're not satisfied. They want to do something to please somebody else.
That's right.
Change their gender. You walk down the street today, you don't know if it's a man or a woman. You don't know. We don't know what's out there nowadays because people are confused because they have low self-esteem.
That's right.
They don't believe in themselves. So let's read this last part here. I'm gonna read this first part of offer your body to God, and I'm gonna let you read the second part, brother. And that's gonna be